Hi there. Welcome back to the Spyro Let's Play. Last time we polished off the original Spyro the Dragon 120%, and now we're just gonna roll on through to Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. I'm gonna have to annoy some people here because Spyro 2 is my least favorite of the original trilogy. I don't have anything particularly bad to say about it, it's just I like the other two more.
Is this rain ever gonna stop? I've forgotten what the sun looks like. We should go on vacation. Somewhere warm. Somewhere sunny.
I hard disagree with Spyro here.
Dragon Shores.
A nice overcast day with rain pitter-pattering against your window, that's my ideal weather.
How about it, Sparks? You up for a vacation at the beach? Last one there's a Nork.
Is it working, Professor?
God, these are some killer redesigns.
More adjustments to these orbs and
Maybe
Alora
this
is such a
good
cutie.
idea. Bringing a dragon here could just make Ripto more angry.
Calm down, Hunter, and stop fidgeting.
But you saw the professor's book. They have claws like this, and teeth like this, and they can spit fire like this. They sound much more dangerous than Ripto.
That's exactly
Robbie Damon as Hunter took some getting used to, but I'm really liking him now. He grew on me.
it's working. It's working. I've got a dragon. Whoa, rough landing. Hi, which way's the beach? Hey, stop staring. Haven't you guys ever seen a dragon before?
You're a dragon?
You got a problem with that pussycat? Well,
And there's everyone's favorite gremlin.
Forgot to invite me to the party. Were you trying to keep something from me? A dragon? You brought a dragon to Avalar? I hate dragons. Yeah! Crush! Kill it! Kill it! Gulp, you imbecile! You ate my
The fact that Gulp is trying to eat Zoe because he likes eating fairies is a nice touch. Whereas in the original, it's just the scepter flies up into the air and he happens to catch it and eat it.
And we have to get rid of him.
It's a good change.
Causing all sorts of trouble around here, but I haven't got time to explain. Here, take this magic guide to Avalar. It'll help you begin to understand our worlds. Right now, I have to follow Ripto and see what he's up to. I'll meet you in Summer Forest, okay?
hey, wait a minute. How do we get ourselves into these messes?
They really just
now?
threw these poor boys into the deep end, didn't they? Brand new world, brand new villain. Just figure it out. You'll get there.
Hi, Spyro! Welcome to Glimmer! Unfortunately for us, a mob of lizards just showed up and started stealing all of our gems. Can you stop them?
Heck yeah. No problem. I really do like the tradition of a Spyro level opening up with enemies that run away from you. It's like they understand just how dangerous a dragon is. Come on, line it up. I always like getting those boys in one go. I feel like the gems are a lot less vibrant than they were in the original. Like the big ones, I mean. We don't need that tutorial. We understand, Zoe. Here's a complaint I have for this game.
Gem cutters are a bit too
Arbitrary
short to climb those
backtracking.
ladders. It looks like you are too.
Sometimes backtracking in games is perfectly fine, but there's absolutely nothing special about what's at the top of that ladder. It's just a mini game, and it's a mini game. This guy.
Dragon everyone's talking about. Well, dragon or not, I'm afraid there is a small fee to open the bridge. It will cost you 100 of your gems to cross. Thank you, Mr. Dragon. Spyro, was it? You can now use the bridge.
Gonna be seeing too much of him.
Charge. I hope we meet again when you have even more gems.
To get a good look around, press the action button. Try using action to look around this cave.
No, thank you. I've got it.
Spyro, thanks for helping us fight off the lizards. Please take this talisman of glimmer as a sign of our gratitude. This magic portal next to me will take you to Summer Forest, one of the homeworlds of Avalar.
Thank you, buddy.
Great! The Superflight power-up is active, and you can restart our gem lamps. Flame all the lamps quickly, and the big gem lamp will light. The power-up will give you enough magic to fly for a short time.
I guess this is the major complaint I have with Spyro 2. I just don't find the mini games all that engaging. I get they wanted some actual, challenge to incorporate into the games because Spyro 1 is pure exploration, but I like pure exploration.
Thanks for helping me light the lamp, Spyro. A fairy gave me this orb, but I like gems better. You take it instead.
And that's the start of another thing that just slightly annoys me. Very few NPCs will actually treat the orbs like a reward. A lot of them are just, I found this, I guess you can have it. Like, imagine that in context of, like, if you helped somebody out and they responded with, oh, yeah, thanks, appreciate that. Here's something I found, don't know what it is, hope you like it. It's lucky for us that we need them, but they don't know that.
These little lizards have eaten my entire crop of gems. I've tried hitting them with rocks, but they're too fast for me.
The gems
You can try
ate, or
using one of
the
my
lizards
rocks.
ate the
If you have any
gems.
questions, just ask me.
Are they like the crystal lizards from Dark Souls? Is that what happens?
Nice shooting. Follow Follow me to the next lizard. You can spit pretty far.
I know, I know.
To hit that lizard up.
I don't know if this is actually true, but it feels like the levels get smaller in Spyro 2 than they were in the first game.
Hi,
Because,
Spyro.
yes, Zoe, I know about save zaps. Because the focus on minigames as the main challenge rather than exploration. And it's just something that I feel like takes away from the charm of what was the original. Dang it. There you go. Too high. Thank you. There you go.
Yay! You've saved my crop of gems from the lizards.
I thought they
Here,
already
take
ate the
this orb.
gems.
Some girl with wings dropped it here yesterday.
We're 0 for 2 on NPCs treating orbs like rewards. I really hate how hard they nerf the carrying the Superfly into this area, because they really don't want you to skip that ladder. I'm pretty sure the only gems left I have are at the top of it. Okay, time to try and get up to the top of there and probably edit out 15 failed attempts. They nerf it even more? Whatever, I'm giving up. I can attempt that infinite amount of times in my spare time, but I'm recording.
Oh no! Oh, hello. We didn't get a chance to introduce ourselves before. My name is Alora.
Hi. I'm Spyro. What are you, some kind of goat?
I'm a fawn, you dork.
Oh, sorry.
Did you meet the gem cutters in Glimmer?
Yeah, they gave me a souvenir too. They called it a talisman.
They gave you a talisman?
What, is it special? I just stuck it in the guidebook you gave me.
Well, there are 14 talismans in Avalar, and they are all magical. If you can collect enough of them, they can be used to defeat Ripto. Hunter, where have you been?
Oh, I got a little lost.
Spyro's gonna help us collect the talismans.
I am?
He is.
Spyro, look. There's no way you can get to Dragon Shores right now. Ripto and his monsters have taken over the castle here in the Summer Forest. You're going to have to go to Avalar's worlds and convince the inhabitants to give you their talisman. You can keep them in your guidebook.
Hey, I could do that. Why doesn't the dragon just torch Ripto?
Hunter, you can't even keep track of your running shoes. How can we trust you with 14 talismans? If you come across any orbs, they're important too. but I'll tell you about them later.
Okay, no problem. I'll collect a few talismans, give Ripto the old hot foot, and be in Dragon Shores by lunchtime.
Nothing to it. Love the atmosphere of Remake Summer Forest. Just perfect.
Spyro, this is the homeworld called Summer Forest. There are portals to many of the Avalar worlds around here. Unfortunately, Ripto has taken over the castle, and we need your help. Start by retrieving the talismans from each of the worlds you visit.
God damn, they made her so cute. I have to be careful because I've had instances where I've come down here and I thought the frogs were gems in the grass and I accidentally killed them.
Hey, Spyro. Ripto smashed this bridge, so I guess you'll have to glide across it. Press the jump button, then press jump again while you're still
I think
in the air.
Ripto smashing the bridge is the worst thing he does in this game. Because whenever you enter a level and the inhabitants tell you about the local problems, it never has anything to do with Ripto.
Sparks, the dragonfly.
I know. And I won't be able to get enough gems to learn how to swim right now. Which is annoying.
Hi, Spyro. You look like you're pretty agile. Let's try putting it to a test. See if you can get up this first step. Press the jump button and hold it down to get more hang time.
Bit weird giving a basic movements tutorial after you complete the first
Now to
level.
make this next jump, you'll have to glide. Press the jump button, then press jump again at the top of your jump to get the maximum glide distance. Nice job. Now, try to do a hover. Press the jump button, then press jump again to glide. When you reach the end of your glide, press the action button to hover. Hovering will give you extra height and distance.
Hover is a great addition. I will complain about this game and how some of the annoyances it added.
You'll have to
Hover
do this
is
one
great.
everything you've got. Get a walking start, jump, glide, and hover just before you get to the edge of the platform. Don't forget to press forward on the left stick when you hover. Wow, you're a pretty good athlete. If I hadn't lost my running shoes, I'd take you on for real. For now, here's an orb for your collection.
Hunter knows orbs have value. He is one of the few who will treat it as such, even though he's keeping a lot of them for himself. Anyway, we can't afford to learn how to swim, so always go to Colossus first, because there's no water there. If you go to Idle Springs, there's an underwater segment and you'll have to backtrack. Serves him right. That Yeti is so cool looking and intimidating. And then they do nothing with him.
A Yeti has been rampaging around our home, but we've managed to trap him by shutting all the doors. If you talk to the other brothers, they will open the gates and guide you to him.
So yeah, remember when I said that none of the area problems have anything to do with Ripto? There's no implication that Ripto is the reason the Yeti is here. There's no implication that he's the one who brought the idols in Idle Springs to life. You go to all these levels and there's problems happening, but they never tie back to Ripto. In Spyro 1, you are saving dragons constantly because of Nasty's actions. In Spyro 3, every level you visit has Rhinox tearing the, causing problems, and that's because of the sorceress. Things are just kind of happening in Avalar. Oh. Sorry, Penguin.
Who needs a key when you know how to chant like this?
Felt like I missed something.
Enemies like those yaks are...
I know, Zoe, thank you.
Each time you do...
Hey, look what I can do.
I really appreciate how they incorporated a bunch of hockey imagery into this area. It is just a weirdly funny touch about the monks being, hockey players. And so like actually incorporating that aspect into the level design. It's a great touch. And I love that they have a bunch of merch for their team.
Remember Hunter's advice. You will glide farthest if you press the jump button again at the...
What if I didn't do that Hunter quest, Zoe? What about that? So this level is perfectly paced for those enemies because you need 11 spirit particles to get them, but there's only 10 on the way up to the Yeti.
I'm a vegetarian. I think you should torch that Yeti. He's pretty tough, though. In fact,
He's not.
I'm not sure you're up to it.
And there's our 11th particle.
I thought the Yeti was tougher than that. I guess he was all buck. Ruff, ruff. Anyway, I was just guarding our sacred talisman to make sure the Yeti didn't eat it.
The Yeti has such a cool design. He looks really intimidating. I hope he actually gets used for something in a future Spyro game and not boxing.
Thank goodness you scared that evil spirit away. But now it will hide in the statues. If you were to flame all 10 statues, I'm sure you would chase it away for good.
This is a minigame I can get behind because it encourages exploration. If you paid attention in the level prior, you would probably recognize where a bunch of those statues are. You they stand out pretty well, so you're probably keeping a mental note. I do genuinely think that that is a good challenge. Also, I remember walking along this ledge as a kid every time I played through this game because I thought it would lead to a secret, and every time it didn't. The inclusion of it feels like there should be one, and the fact that there isn't feels like a wasted opportunity. There's the one leading up to the hockey game where... Oh, elevator room. There you go.
Well done, Spyro. You've scared the evil spirit away. Why don't you take this? I borrowed it from the temple. They don't need it.
They really don't. It's not like they were putting it to any good use or anything. So for as much as I will complain about the minigames in Spyro 2, I really like the hockey minigame. And I know that that is not common. I know a lot of people are really frustrated by it. I am not. I enjoy it.
Spyro, welcome. We have found that hockey is a peaceful and calming sport.
It's
Would you
really
like to
not.
join in a match against our goalkeeper? You have 2 minutes to score 5 goals in the red goal.
Easy peasy. What the... Supposed to pick that up, Spyro. Sure is weird that... Oh. That the face-off has you facing perpendicular to the goalies. You know, proper face-off. Dang you. Here we go.
Well done. Have this.
Have this, the closest where you've gotten to an NPC treating it like a reward.
Would you like to try a game of one-on-one?
Heck yes.
The first to score 5 goals wins. You are shooting at the red goal. Off you go.
cross-checking. That's cheap. No rules about breathing fire on your opponent, though. Show me the rulebook, ref.
Well done.
Nothing to it.
Have this. If you stare at it long enough, you might not see anything.
Never try to out-hockey a Canadian dragon. Okay, I'm missing gems. Where are they? Are they like way far back? What did I miss? Oh my goodness. I should have known it would have been something really small and dumb. Okay, minor pet peeve, and it's really not a big complaint, but 2 and 3 do this, and it's they show you your total gem counter, and I know why they did that. It's because you got to pay off money pegs at certain points. But I prefer it if it was like Spyro 1, where it's like that individual level's gem counter, because it's just easier to keep track of what you've gotten for that level. If nobody saw you do it, did you do it? Okay, let's go talk to the bear.
Hello there, Spyro. Would you like to learn to swim underwater? I suppose I could teach you for a small fee.
Of course. Always a small fee.
Okay. When you jump in the water, you can use your leg.
We know. We know how. Swimming controls are really hard to get right, and I do feel like this game legitimately got it right. Just having a forward button and aiming your camera in the right direction, perfectly serviceable. It doesn't need to be any more complicated than that. I remember when I was a kid, I would try to hold my breath for as long as I was underwater to see just how doable it was, because obviously you don't have an air meter. Spyro's doing it no problem. I was a dumb kid. And what would often happen was I would spend just a bit of time underwater, then go up so I could catch my breath, and then I'd go right back down under to find everything else I'd missed, and then I'd have to go right back up to catch my breath. Not the smartest thing to do.
You're well on your way, Spyro. Keep collecting talismans to help us defeat Ripto before he can take over Avalar. Oh, and keep collecting those orbs, too. The professor thinks they will help you get back to the Dragon World. I saw something shiny at the top of this wall. You could probably get it, but you'll have to learn how to climb first.
Isn't it annoying, Alora? And it's just gems up there. Gems and an orb. It's such arbitrary backtracking. I don't think all backtracking is bad. But boy howdy, when it's that arbitrary, it's just annoying.
Nice work, Spyro. The orbs you're carrying have activated the special portal. You won't find a talisman in Ocean Speedway. But if you're fast, you'll get lots of treasure. Have fun.
Thank you. Whenever I think about arbitrary backtracking in a video game, the big one I always think about is from Ratchet and Clank: A Crack in Time, which is my second favorite Ratchet and Clank game, so I really love it. And I don't want to insult it just to be mean-spirited. But there's a golden bolt you can see right next to your ship on Torren 4, but you just can't grab it because it's stuck in a time anomaly, and you have to wait until you progress far enough into the game for Clank to fix it, and then you go back just to grab it. And just, it's so arbitrary. Why would you bother putting a collectible right there if it's just, come back later? Like, there's no challenge to it. Oh, did you just not want to pick that one up, Sparks? Is that it for Center Forest? No. Oh, hallway leading up to this area. Yes. What else? Oh, right, of course. But now we know how to swim, now we can go off to Idle Springs. Which, fortunately, has another minigame I like, so I won't be complaining this entire time. Yeah, honestly, I would try the same thing.
Spyro! The idols we were carving have come to life! They've locked us out of our temples and stolen our food!
That's rough. And again, there's just zero implication that there's anything to do with Ripto here. It's not really intimidating when your main villain isn't present in the game whatsoever. I've never understood why Ripto was a lot of people's favorite of the Spyro villains. I mean, I get it. Everybody likes the loud, angry gremlin. It's a great archetype. I do like Ripto for that reason. But between him, Nasty Nork, and the Sorceress, he's the loser of them all.
I've been locked in here with all our tools, and the giant idol heads won't let the workers in unless we can solve the 3 puzzles they've given us. The first puzzle is to turn all these blocks yellow. If you have trouble, come back and talk to me.
So this is the minigame I like, this little side quest. I think the fact that there's 2 puzzles and a reflex game, that's very fun. Of course, you know, now that I've played this game so much, solving the puzzle is trivial. But, holy crap, the amount of time I spent in this room as a kid.
I mean, I knew you could do it. Now, meet me at the pond for the next challenge.
I had a real rough time with that as a kid.
This idol says he's hungry and won't be satisfied until he's swallowed 10 fish. He's got a sensitive stomach, so watch what kind of fish you feed him.
This one's nice. It's just a reflex game. It's just make sure you don't hit the red fish. And when you get near the end, they really like to test your patience with a long string of red fish. Or at least they usually do.
Spyro, just one more puzzle to go. I'll meet you over by the colored stones for your final challenge.
I do really like this orb challenge. I think it's a very clever idea. I think incorporating a puzzle element like that is a good addition. Also love the little touch on the enemies they added here where their shields are the lids for barbecues.
Are making enemies invulnerable to your flame attack.
I know. Dev team just has a lot of really killer ideas for updating these designs. Can't compliment them enough. I really like this room. I don't know what it is. I mean, I do know what it is. It's the pillars being turned into trees with the glowing mushroom pods. It looks really good. They went really hard on that one room in particular.
If you jump on these stones in the correct order, you will solve the puzzle. I only know what the first one is. It's up to you to figure the rest out.
So I remember seeing these colored stones here when I was a kid, and because it took me so long to figure out how to do that first puzzle, I wasn't particularly smart and I didn't clue in that this would be part of the challenge. And I remember just seeing those and thinking, what are those for?
Pretty smart for a dragon. All I have to give you is this shiny thing I found in our toolbox.
Doesn't treat it like a reward. It's just something we found. If I fits, I sits.
Spyro,
Talisman
you're
number
pretty
3.
tough. If you ever want a permanent job, we've got a place for you here. But for the moment, I want you to have this talisman.
I do appreciate the inclusion of having a lot of these levels link back around to the start. It's a bit annoying that they're one way. They do fix that in the third game. But it's a nice inclusion because it's just a very quick way to circle around back to the beginning in case you missed anything. So for the longest time, when I played this game as a kid, I didn't even think to come talk to Stella here. I just saw the supercharged power-up and I just went for the challenge.
Charge through the pedestals and send the dancing hula girls over here to help me.
Let's see if I can get this. Whew.
Look at that. The hula girls' ring dance blew up that idol like a Roman candle. Now I can pursue that dancing career I've dreamed of. Take this orb. It could help you go places.
Thank you. I will count that as treating it like a reward. At least she didn't tell me, hey, I found this somewhere. What a weird choice for a skill point inclusion. At least it's easy into free life. That should be it for Idle Springs. Yes. From the original, I kind of missed the little jingle they'd play when you got 100%. It would have like the talisman pop up and the gem symbol and the orb counter, and it'd play a little dun da 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 victory trumpet. Oh, I could have fought her. I feel like just a little something is missing without it. Just wants to join in. So unlike the first game, because of all the additions of minigames and such, I'm not going to be able to polish off an entire homeworld in one session, but I will go do the Speedway challenge just to kind of fill out what little time I have left. I'm really glad for the inclusion of Supercharge in these flight levels. Oh, I'll get him later. I had no idea what were the things driving these boats and cars in the original. I got the artwork, and apparently they're capybaras, which are really cute in real life. Here's the last... There you are. I heard the last driver, so I should be able to get him on his return trip. There we go. I was worried. I was worried that guy would mess me up. And when I was a kid playing this for the first time, I had no idea about the orb challenges hidden in the flight levels.
Now you think you're pretty good. Well, let's see if you're as good as the current champion. All right, Spyro, meet the course champion. In order to win the race, you must fly through all the rings. But beware, if Hunter flies through a ring first, the ring will start to shrink.
Alright, bring it on. So as a kid, I kept mistakenly thinking that this was supposed to be a race against Hunter. And I kept freaking out because I tried to get ahead of him and I wouldn't know which was the next critical path. And I don't think it's an unfair assumption to think that it's a race in a speeder way. But this challenge became very trivial when I realized I'm not supposed to come in first, I'm just supposed to follow. I'd always try to flame Hunter to try and get him to slow down so I could get out ahead. Definitely remember thinking about this last final stretch, having to try and outrace him to that one ring. That was always stressful. Needlessly so. Because of my dumb self-imposed challenge. Alright, and that will do it for the first bit of Summer Forest. It's my least favorite in the trilogy, but it's still a fantastic game. I felt like I did a lot of complaining just because I don't enjoy a few of the additions, but all in all, it's still a very stellar game. Like, it's a top-tier 3D platformer. I'm never going to argue against that. But the whole trilogy is, so... comes with the territory. But yeah. I won't be able to finish off all of the homeworlds in one go the way I did with Spyro 1, but... that just means I can drag this out a bit more. So next time I'm going to be polishing off what's left of Summer Forest. And that includes Hurricos, Sunny Beach, and Aquaria Towers, plus the Crush fight. So yeah, come back next time for all of that. Thank you for joining me today. I know you're spoiled for choice when it comes to content on the internet, and I'm honored you chose me. So until next time, thank you for watching, and take care.